Alright, so today's video I want to talk about two major problems with Yamaha four-wheelers of any kind, the 350s anyway. I've owned a lot of different 350s. I've owned Warriors, I've had two Warriors, I've had a Raptor, I've had 5 Wolverines, I've had a Big Bear, and I'm gonna tell you the only issues I've ever really had with these four-wheelers has always been electrical, and it's one thing. It's either the stator or that right there, the CDI. And this four-wheeler right here, it runs like a champ when you're on the gas, but the minute you're just trying to kind of cruise and it just like misfires a crap ton. I don't know, it just putters. It don't run like smooth like it's supposed to. But when you romp on the gas, it'll sometimes it'll miss a little bit, then go, but sometimes it just goes. But then when you want to slow down, it runs like freaking dog. And I'll show you here in just 1 second. So I had to go run and grab my keys real quick. Let me start this up. Okay, I don't know if you noticed. 2 things wrong with the way that's idling, the way that's running. One, it's loud as fuck, and I know it's got the FMF on it. I put the stock exhaust on it. Same shit. It was loud, just loud, really loud. And another thing is, number 2, it's running rich sounding. It'll smoke black. I thought maybe let me put smaller jets in it. I did a smaller main jet. I did a smaller idle jet. I did both at the same time. Right now I got a bigger main jet and a smaller idle jet, which is the best way I can keep it from running rich, but it still runs rich. It just, before it would sit there and die. It would just die on me. It would idle for a second and then die. It would be running so rich. And but I lowered the I did a smaller idle jet. So usually if it's not hot, it'll idle for a little longer. And on top of all that, I forgot to mention, this is what really gets me thinking it's the CDI. When I'm driving it down the road, it runs pretty good. But when I get on the pipeline or any trails where there's bumps, every bump it misfires and tries to die. And I've noticed that I've seen somebody had the same thing with CDI. They'll sit there and they'll squeeze the CDI and it'll run better, but then it'll run just like mine, rich sounding. But then when they squeeze it, it runs better. That's kind of like what I got going on right now. Except I can't squeeze it, you know. But I don't know. I just, the problem is, the point of this video is Yamaha's always got some kind of electrical problem. My Warrior had the same issue. It had 2 issues actually at the same time. It had the stator. It would run just like this, rich, until you give it gas and it clears out. Well, I redid the stator, put a new one in it, and because it would die too. It would just die when it got hot or out of nowhere, and it would not start back up until it cooled down. And sometimes that would take hours. That was the stator. I replaced the stator, didn't have a problem with that no more, but it still ran like shit. I did the CDI. and then all of a sudden it ran great. It didn't die. It quit dying after I did the stator, but it started running good too. So it was two problems, the same Yamaha problems. My Big Bear had the same issue, and I would highly recommend do not buy Amazon stators. You're going to have problems with them all the time, more than normal, because normally these Yamahas will at least last 10 years on a CDI or stator before you have to replace it. The shit part is you go up to a Yamaha dealer, they're gonna want $400 to $500 for a fucking CDI. They want $499 for this CDI right here because I can't find it nowhere new. I would have went and bought one on Amazon, maybe bought two. If one broke, I had one with me, you know. One would have shit out. But I couldn't do that. I don't know. I just don't get them on Amazon. But yeah, my Big Bear, I had to do the stator on it like 4 times. One of those times I didn't do the stator. I actually did the flywheel. The flywheel's fucked up. This first time I replaced the stator. Second time it was still overheating and dying. And second time, it, I don't even remember. I don't remember what was going on, but I replaced the one-way bearing for the starter, or one-way starter gear, whatever the hell they call it, clutch. And then I replaced the flywheel. I bought one on eBay and put it back together. And then it fucked up again. I had to take it back off, do the stator again. Did the stator, and my buddy was tightening it up, and I wasn't really paying much attention, and he tightened it and broke the fucking stator cover. So we JB welded it because I didn't have money to go buy a new cover on eBay, and we did that. It lasted for a little while, new stator, everything, and the fucking stator started shitting out again. It would get hot and die, and I got tired of that shit, so I sold it for it because I said I'm not fucking doing this shit again. I think actually I did do it one more time with the JB weld on the cover, but I think it did come apart on me, but I put it together anyway just to get rid of it. And yeah, that was pretty much how that went down. But anyhow, remember stator problems and CDI problems. Any Yamaha 350 is gonna have those issues, and I would recommend you trying to figure out. I would recommend just buying a stock one from Yamaha instead of or performance aftermarket, something like that. Don't get it on Amazon, whatever you do, or you'll be in the same boat as me.